When you first launch Dreamweaver, you'll be presented with what's called the welcome screen. And this is a convenient launchpad from which you can either open existing documents or create new ones. In the section on the left, you'll notice the files that you've recently been working with, and you can simply click on any of them to go back into that file. When I close this file, you'll see it takes me back to the welcome screen. So if there's nothing open, the welcome screen represents itself. You can also create new documents. For example, if I click on the Create New HTML link, I'm given a blank HTML document. And when I look in the code, you'll notice I have the skeleton of an HTML page. Again, when I close this document, the welcome screen reappears. I can also use this central section to create a new Dreamweaver site. So if I intend to create not just one page, but all the pages required for a particular site, I can go into this site definition and work in either basic or advanced mode to define the attributes of my new site. In the area on the right, I can create a document based on samples provided with the program. For example, if I click on Starter Page Basic, I'm shown a series of presets which are built into Dreamweaver and which will give me a page consisting of pre-created elements. So for example, I've clicked on Survey Multiple Choice. When I click Create, instead of getting a completely blank page, you'll notice I have a page which consists of some basic elements. So I've got a title, I have a form which contains a series of radio buttons and a text box with a submit button. So I can go away now and customize this and incorporate it into the style that fits my particular site. In the bottom left here, we have some features which are quite useful for getting to grips with Dreamweaver. So when you first start using the program, if you have the time, you can browse through these to get a few tips on how the program works. And in the bottom right, you have a dynamic section. So if you're connected to the web, Adobe's website will actually feed information into this area. So for example, when CS4, Dreamweaver CS4 is created, I'm sure that you'll find some notification appearing in this bottom right area that it's available, and you might be able to download a trial version to see what you think and to decide whether to go ahead and buy the upgrade. So the welcome screen, as you can see, is fairly useful. It's a nice quick launch pad to get into lots of different sort of workflows, but it doesn't contain that much in the way of unique information. Most of the options that you have here you can get from the File menu. So I can go to File, Open Recent, I can go to File, New, and here you'll find the new document window with the starter page that we saw earlier for the multiple choice. So these are all features which are accessible from the File menu. Therefore, you may decide that you don't really want this to come up at all. If that's the case, you simply click here, Don't Show Again. And a very convenient message appears telling you how to reinstate the welcome screen should you wish to do so at some time in the future. And as you can see, it says you simply go into your preferences. On Windows, preferences is under the Edit menu, and on a Mac, it's under the Dreamweaver menu. The categories are arranged on the left. The very first category is General, And the very first item in general is Show Welcome Screen. So if I want to reinstate that at any time, I simply click here and click OK, and then it's back on.